What was the decision behind returning to Shakespeare, and why the Comedy of Errors in particular?
We kind of wanted to do an established play, so we had a kind of we have a sort of a list that we return to, or suggestions that people have kind of put forward. We often do kind of quite an upbeat show in the studio, so we have kind of contrast. So we might have a classic, and then we might have a modern play, or something that's generated in-house. And when we look at the classic, we're looking for plays that we find are kind of accessible to us in terms of casting. Sometimes it's something that's very naturalistic, very modern day. It kind of limits how we might want to interpret it, and the people we want to use, and how we want to develop the piece.
But you're not doing it in traditional Shakespearean costume and dress and style. So
there's no doublet and hose.
No. So what's your thinking behind the setting and style for this one?
Well, I kind of wanted to have a sort of non-classical feel, so I didn't really want to go straight down the Elizabethan route. What I wanted to do was give it something, a freshness, and something that might add a bit of fun to it. And and I was thinking about going modern day, and with various 50s I went, and then I'm not quite sure how it collided. I think I started thinking about casting, and I started thinking about who might be in it, and for some reason I think that's, when I was looking at the play thinking, well, how would I do this? I started thinking about two-tone and sort of kind of ska, but sort of second time round, late 70s, early 80s. The kind of energy, the sort of post-punk energy that's in that two-tone music, and felt, well, yes, I quite like the idea. Well, it's a play about energy.
Big question then, so it's the Comedy of Errors. People will say, can Shakespeare ever really be funny?
It's silly, because actually, well, you're looking for your brother, and everybody's mistaking you, put two and two together, so there is an element of suspension of disbelief, always in farce, really.
Yeah.
But there is kind of a darker side to it, and which I think also the two-tone, that was another reason that kind of came together, because the whole opening premise is, if you're not from that country, you are banned from there, and if you are caught, you are imprisoned and then killed. It's about gags, but farce is tragedy, so it's when everything, when you're going to lose your life, when you're desperate to find your lost twin, do anything to do it, everything gets pushed, and it heightens, so your reality becomes so heightened, it goes mad. And the theme of kind of madness is throughout the play, and the Ephesus, where it's based, is meant to be known for witchcraft and gremlins and whatever. It's coming like a ghost.
Yeah. So you talked about two-tone and ska as the theme. So, and you're using the music. How is music going to be used within the piece?
So it's kind of trying to underpin the context we're setting it in. There's kind of like stings, and there's kind of little bits of underscoring, or there's bits of kind of ironic use, so right. It's kind of hopefully going to be a bit woven into the piece. What I realised as I was coming to do it is, that song is great, and that says that, and I was a little bit loath to give up on some of the language, some of the Shakespearean language, and then you think, hang on a minute, now I'm saying it this way with words, and then I'm going to say it this way with the song. So it was trying to kind of compromise on where I wanted to lose the words, and where I felt this would add a lot more to move it on, or to give a different texture.
Well, it sounds absolutely fascinating. So we open on the 29th of April. Yes. And we'll look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much.